Well, I finally got things working for the Mario Kart segment of the LAN event. Not quite fully, though. So, the main problem that I was having here is that my computer would continue to fully freeze. This happened to me the most during HaloLAN 2024. So whenever this happens, I always just kind of call it the curse of HaloLAN, where my entire computer just hard freezes and there's nothing that I can do unless I force reboot it. And it's always with OBS. I'm not entirely sure why. I know I have a lot of sources and scenes, and during later LAN events when this has happened, I've gone and deleted some that I haven't used in a while, thinking, okay, maybe that'll make it a bit better. And it usually does. From this point onward, I didn't have any issues with my computer fully freezing. I'm still not entirely sure what causes it. Dog Daytona thought that it could potentially be my computer overheating. This never happens while I'm at home, where I'm recording this from right now. It only ever happens here. It hasn't happened to me at Extra Life, it hasn't happened to me at Fragapalooza. But for whatever reason with the Mega FPS events, I am just very cursed or something. So, during HaloLAN last year, when I was running into this issue a lot, I just panicked at the end and I ended up booting up Streamlabs OBS after downloading that, and I just streamed off of that. But I don't have like any scenes or anything set up off of that. I had to essentially start from scratch just so that I could stream at all. And I would have just been able to boot up Streamlabs OBS and, you know, kind of resume from those little temporary scenes I made last time, if it wasn't for the fact that several months ago my computer got hard reset during a bit of a situation of its own, but that's unrelated to this point. Is I didn't have the software that I could boot into as like an OBS alternative during this event. So Dog Daytona had actually recommended me another software which I only used for this event. I don't even remember what it's called anymore, so I don't even know what to look up in my search bar. I don't remember the name for the life of me. But he recommended me another software where I could import my scenes directly from OBS. So after trying over and over and over again to get OBS working and apologizing to everyone that wanted to play Mario Kart, like, I'm so sorry that, like, I'm trying to get this working, but my computer just refuses to cooperate. And now at, like, the worst of times, while everyone is, like, sitting around me waiting for me and things just aren't working, after so long of that, downloaded that software, got my scenes imported over from OBS. You can see DS Shock Trooper saying also is stream muted. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of dubbing this bit right now. Is I got things imported over, but none of my hotkeys worked, and it didn't import over the audio settings, so by default there was no playback device. I didn't realize that at the time. I was just like, hey, I can stream, let's get this Mario Kart event underway that people have been waiting to play in here. And a lot of my scene stuff was kind of broken. I was initially planning on using a different layout. I didn't even realize until now, honestly, that I had the jar on this layout, the little Darkrai in the jar in the bottom right corner to have things be added to the jar when the alert box goes off. I didn't even realize that that was there. I guess that was on. Other scenes had, like, elements that wouldn't be displaying properly. Even ones that I would try to make the element not visible, it would stay visible during the whole time, and I don't know why. I eventually went to this layout and I deleted a bunch of stuff on it because some things weren't quite working properly. Another layout was stuck just showing my Larch Edmonton fundraising bar, which the last time that would have been used would have been the 24-hour Cherry Stream 10. And for whatever reason, I couldn't disable it in the source list. I would try to unclick everything that looked like it could even remotely be it, and it would still stay on the screen. So I don't know what was going on here, but the main important thing was I could stream, and I was like, alright, if I was just streaming here on my own, just playing games on my own, I would take more time to, like, troubleshoot and get OBS properly working, or something like this properly working. But, you know, it was a whole event with a bunch of other people playing. I was like, alright, they're waiting on me. I'm already, like, far past the time it was scheduled to start. It was scheduled to start at 3 p.m. this Mario Kart event, and it was already, like, 3:20 at that point. I was like, oh my god, I can't leave people up here anymore. I gotta get this underway. So, I got this semi-working. I started streaming. It was muted. I was only looking at the chat between games here. I had, like, the 2 monitors set up where 2 people could play on each monitor since we were doing this online, so anyone could hop in. It wasn't like a maximum of 4, and so I could keep streaming here, because if we did a maximum of 4, we'd probably want to do it on the venue projector, and that would be, like, really weird for me wanting to continue to stream MegaLAN here. So got this set up. So I only had the stream open on, like, a phone on the desk, and I wasn't really looking while I was playing in the same way that I'd be able to if I had, like, a full screen open with OBS and a chat window like I do with my home setup here. So I didn't really notice that things were muted until this was done. When I looked down, I saw the question of, is stream muted? You can see me having a look-see here, and I'm like, oh crap, well, I better address that. So I got some sources added, and I got volume working. So I hope you enjoyed this extremely haphazard last set of races that I did with Mario Kart 8 as a bit of a farewell lap at MegaLAN 2025. Select that, and then there. Okay, now there should be audio.
At least for the, if not for the game, at least from the mic.
The microphone, maybe not the actual game.
Oh, that's a good point. There might not be any audio to the actual game. If I add a source and then select device and then it's Elgato there, I gotcha. Nice. But then I turn that down.
Right.
Yeah. And then it's like that. Yeah, it probably should be good now. All right.
Reselect vehicles.
I don't know if we can until like the next pre, potentially.
Oh, hey, these guys are...
You'll be able to get a bit better speed with drifting. As you go around a corner, you can hold the drift button, and then when you release it to get over the turn, then it gives you a bit of a boost. Yeah.
It's working well.
I think so. I don't think I had audio at first. It didn't carry that over, but I quickly added it, and there probably should be audio now. Now you can hear. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh, there's a fly in here. What? I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Haven't heard that before. Oh, actually, too hard. That's interesting. Yeah, I might have to look into some proper OBS alternatives here at some point, but... That's fine. And... It's fun though. But yeah, honestly.
Oh, back.
I really want to work with oh, this is still the most recent one. For 1 week left. Yeah. Wish you could join the fun. That sucks that it's not working there. Oh, there. We're all Canadians. Full Canadian lobby. Yeah, I mean, even within the group here, doing it like this, it's still a lot more people that can play at once than before.
I kind of suck.
So. It's no worries. It's all about having fun here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for Mount Wario. I like that one.
Last map was kind of cool.
The yeah,
water slide?
I really quite like that one.
Oh, you can select Kart still.
Oh, I go into it. I see.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I forgot about that there. Yeah, if you want to reselect, you can quick here.
Oh, nice, okay.
It might be a time limit because of the whole like map that's coming in here. Those are carts.
Those are carts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. Yep.
But yeah, I'll give that a go.
Yep. Better top speed than the bike, I'll be happy.
Yeah. That should be better top speed there. Alright. Where are we going?
Space station? Rainbow Road?
Rainbow Road Space Station.
Oh, shit.
There's like 4 or something Rainbow Roads in this game, but this is one of them. It's like one of 4 or something Rainbow Roads. This game has a lot of them. So you get a speed boost if you start holding accelerate as the 2 is vanishing. So if you start holding like now, you get a speed boost. Practical, perfect.
What do points give you?
They give you a higher top speed, is what I heard. No. So in the bottom left corner, right where it shows the lap, it shows how many points you have out of the maximum of 10.
Oh, I see.
So apparently they increase your maximum top speed. I've never noticed a difference myself. Maybe it's just top 10 lies in video game history. That's what I've heard.
Fair enough.
But apparently the more coins you're currently holding, the higher your top speed. Supposedly. Yeah. If the prophecy is to be
What are the
He is the one.
yeah.
What are the little question marks?
They give you items.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you hit the left bumper and then... Oh, I just ran into a banana peel and someone knocked me off. Not like this.
I mean, this is not like...
Yeah, because the doodle from my Switch by default is Professor Oak, I just see Professor Oak in front of me. This is how he's spending his golden years of retirement. Ah, blooper, that'll surely stop them. Get my main target at all. Goodness, everyone's here.
Yep. Oh, switch, lane switch.
Yeah. That moment. Hey. Oh. That works well for me. Point to the road. Nice.
Beauty.
Alright, I'm glad the computer isn't dying.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with OBS, I don't know what. Must be. I first referred to it as the HalloLAN curse, or the curse of HalloLAN, because it first started happening to me like crazy at HalloLAN last year. So whenever OBS freezes like that, I just call it the curse of HalloLAN at this point.
I'll do one more.
Okay,
I know.
it's no worries. All about fun here.
Yeah.
I figured that this pre would be a bit of a practice go. I did a couple days ago, after I saw a cool model online, I did 3D print a Mario Kart 8 trophy for this event, but since we're not doing a tournament... What, sorry?
Yeah, if you want.
Or
to switch positions.
Well, there's one last race to this pre, so we may as well like do this one and then... Yeah, because they go in sets of 4.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I figured that this one would be like, you know, the practice go getting into it. I did 3D print a trophy, but because this isn't a tournament, I figured I'd just ask the group, how do we want to compete for it? The person with the most points, like, in total, or just like one pre specifically is for all the marbles, or... But you can pose that question after this.
Yeah.
Out. Right, Mount Wario, I like this map. This one instead of being 3 laps, it's just one really,
Giant,
really long one.
giant.
Yeah. So racing's the problem now. quite like it. It's a fun one. So there. Stuff is stunned.
Different characters have different costumes.
I believe so. I know that there's like different weight races, where it's
yeah.
like the smaller weights have less top speed, higher acceleration,
that makes sense.
so they'll recover from being hit faster.
So it might have been a bad choice.
Yeah.
Definitely on the lightweight side.
Yeah. But if you get hit by anything, you get up and faster.
Right.
That makes sense. If I remember clearly. Oh. That's it. It's away. Logan here. It's definitely a bit of a... Apparently, newbie like native or such.
Oh, really?
I'll be using to see. Like higher skill ceiling game. Interesting to play. That in Canadian dollar, I believe, is 110.
And that's for Switch.
Yes.
Game.
Yeah, well, that's US. Or unless you're saying, like, here. Yeah. Yeah, I know the feel. You got ahead of me there.
Just by a split second.
Yeah. Right by a hair.
Alright, I'm done.
Okie doke. GG's though.
I think I might be.
Okie doke. Well, I had figured I would ask with like the big group, that trophy that I 3D printed, what's the plan for competing for that? Did we want to free with the remaining players?
Sure, and then just whoever takes the top points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable way to score it.
Okie doke. Okie doke. Sounds good. And then I guess this group might be the group that's competing for the thing. Because I didn't really have a plan. I just saw a cool model online. I was like, I want to print that and give it away at MegaLAN.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It was what my plan was. Do I want to switch any doodles here? I wonder.
Yes. I need a middleweight, I think. Lightweight's not cutting it.
Luigi and Luigi. Let's do my... Where's my goofy thing? Where is...
Show you stats. For...
Mr. Scooby. If you hit plus or minus, then yes. Hello, hello.
Oh?
How's it going?
Good.
Screenshot.
Oh, my bad.
No worries. Yeah, pick up a controller there. And then I don't know if we're gonna have another in here. Or I don't know if there's anyone else hopping in. Or if we're
Yeah,
good
one
there.
more space for Mario Kart if anyone wants to jump in here.
Yeah, if anyone wants to join Mario Kart, we have another space.
Going once, going twice? No? Nobody?
Well,
It's just us.
Any Carters?
if that's so,
Any
then-
Vince Carters?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Alright.
if that's the
Then
case,
we don't
then
need another round. You guys already went once.
we went
I
once.
already have one round, so.
But this console is set for like 2 players, so you can back out of the lobby and hop in with 1. I think is what
full
might
screen.
need to be done. So, yeah. So, I mean, if you leave the group, and then set it to, yeah, A there. But then you go to online. Like 180 coins, wow! And then friends, actually no, back out 1 more. And then another here. Here, I can do
I
it too.
use Xbox.
Yeah, and then it's swapped around there. And then one player here. Alright, friends. And then here's my lobby. Alright. Yeah. And then with whatever you want to go in there with. I might just go with my Mr. Scooty with monster tires. As one does. And then, like, the flower. Sure, that looks good. That looks good there.